Nothing is more frustrating than trying to cope with constant tummy troubles like bloating, belly aches, and emergency trips to the bathroom, especially when you're a busy, on-the-go working mum. In this video, we're going to share what most doctors miss when it comes to sorting out GI issues and the best functional medicine testing to get to the bottom of things. Mind the pun.
Typically, when people go to their primary care physician complaining of gut issues, their doctor will do some standard labs, which usually involve scopes or maybe a blood test. And while scopes and blood testing are important, it may provide only a small portion of information you need, and doesn't reveal important information about your microbial balance of your gut health.
So if your test comes back fine, they may suggest it's just a sign of getting older, or may just be stress. They may offer you an antidepressant, which doesn't even begin to address the real reasons you're experiencing GI symptoms like bloating, cramps, and diarrhea. Or maybe you'll be prescribed with some antacids or antispasmodics for the gut. Then we find people are sent home to deal with the symptoms on their own. Often the symptoms just keep getting worse until many mums find themselves feeling totally exhausted and burnt out, struggling to cope with the demands of work and the intensity of caring for the kids and the home.
In our practice, we take a much deeper dive when it comes to gut health and your overall health and happiness, and that of your families, as we know that a mum's unhappy gut can have a negative rippling effect on the kids and your partner. We do specialty gut testing to see if you could be experiencing a gut infection or a condition like SIBO or leaky gut.
So testing includes protocols like a breath test, comprehensive stool test, and even something like an organic acid urine test, which can pick up bacterial infections or yeast infections that are usually missed by their primary care physician or even a GI specialist. In some cases, I also do a hands-on test for hiatal hernia as well. So a hiatal hernia is when the stomach goes up through the diaphragm and into the esophagus. This can cause things like reflux and heartburn. It can impact stomach acid, and it can cause you to be in a constant stress state. So stress on its own can also cause a hiatal hernia. Sometimes your feelings of overwhelm and your snappiness at the kids is literally because of a hiatal hernia. So with a hiatal hernia, you can also develop downstream gut issues also. For example, if you're not breaking down the food properly in the stomach, it can lead to things like constipation, bloating, diarrhea, and gut pain. And it's more common than you think. In fact, it's estimated that up to 85% of the Western population have hiatal hernia syndrome.
And it's not just gut issues that are linked to a hiatal hernia. Hiatal hernias can also affect your lungs, heart, and your brain. Because it can push onto your lungs and your heart, many people experience anxiety-type symptoms like heart palpitations and shallow chest breathing. It can also press on the vagus nerve, which runs from your brain through your esophagus and into your stomach. And this pressure against the vagus nerve can actually cause things like anxiety and depression, just like bacterial infections can do as well. Mums already have a bucket load of stress, right? Add on a hiatal hernia or gut infections, and it's no wonder you're feeling like a dragon, mum. Also, once we know exactly what's going on with your GI symptoms, we can help guide you through the correct protocol. But we also guide our clients through mindset training, as well as nutritional therapy, so that they can learn how to deal with many of the causes of gut issues, which often come back to the way your brain is programmed, and preempt issues in the future.
To go deeper on the topic of gut testing and the impact an unhappy gut is having on your family, sign up for a free 15-minute discovery call where we can discuss your specific situation. Simply click the button below this video.